suggested that northern women wear the highest heels, towering over girls from the south by an average of 3 inches. Lasses from Leeds are most likely to wear 6-inch spike-heeled stilettos and block wedges to raise them up by half a foot, while down in Brighton, the women are more likely to step out in a flat shoe. So, ladies, how high can you go when it comes to shoes?
Well, I can go a good 6 inches.
Can you?
Can you, though? Well, no, I can, if I have to, for about 10 minutes. Yeah. The problem is, right, when I go out in the evening, if you're getting dressed up and you've got a lovely dress on or whatever, or you're just going out for an evening out, you have to wear heels.
Yes,
it just doesn't look right, really, especially when you're short like myself. So I always wear heels going out, but seriously, I cannot begin to tell you how many nights those heels have ruined for me, because, you know, 2 hours even into the evening, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go home and get my shoes off. And the thing is, I can't take them off where I am, because A, I won't get them back on again, and it just ruins everything, doesn't it? If you take your shoes off and have them in your hand, you know, instead of a handbag. So I'm not great with them, but I appreciate that you have to wear them with certain outfits.
You wear heels all the time, though, even though you are already, you know, very tall.
Yeah, I am tall, and that comes as a big surprise to most people.
That you're tall?
Yeah, people are always telling me I'm tall, and I know. Yeah. I'm 5'9½". But I do like to wear heels, but it is getting more difficult, I think, because I did wear them all the time when I was young, but I'm sure they're getting higher. Yeah. You know, there used to be 4 inches was a high heel when I was young. No, they are. I'm sure that they never used to make 6-inch high heels, but they do now.
Well, maybe because at your age you're shrinking, do you think?
I'm definitely not shrinking at my age.
That was a bit slow, wasn't it?
No, I'm not shrinking yet, but you know, there are rules. I think when you're as tall as I am, there's a ½ centimetre in it. There's a ½ centimetre in getting away with high heels and looking like a transvestite. Don't you think? Because you do end up looking like a bloke if you're too tall and your heels are too high.
You know, if you're wearing a big fancy dress or something.
It does depend what you're wearing. But I did actually used to sell my old shoes on an online auction site that always got bought by blokes because I've got big feet. And that's not a joke. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
What size feet have you got?
Well, 8s. 7½, 8, yeah, quite big. So, and also, the other thing is, the rule is that if I go shoe shopping, Mark has to come with me now, because I always make him stand up. Say, right, let me try these on. Stand up.
Oh, yeah.
If he stands up, because he's tall, he's about 6 foot, 6'1", and if I'm taller than him, can't be bought.
No.
Yeah. So I don't want to be taller than him.
I wear flat shoes for, you know, general out and aboutness, but you know, for work, I like to. It's silly because you don't see our feet when we sit here. But you always laugh at me, Carol. I always put on a pair of high heel shoes.
But you change your shoes. I come in high heels and I wear them all day. You come in with a pair of shoes in your bag and put them on to come out here, and no one sees them.
No, well, look, these are my shoes. You can kind of see them at the side. Now they've got a little platform in them, so I think they don't. They're quite high, but they're quite comfortable as well because they've got rubber on the bottom, so I can still leg it even if I'm going to be late. That's a very big criteria for me.
Running in high heels.
Running in high heels.
The thing is, with me, because the thing is, I was webbed when I was a baby, so I was a duck. So the thing is, when you're webbed, you don't have normal feet, you have splayed feet. So getting them in those pointy shoes and then having high heels on top is really hard. So I have what I call taxi shoes that I put on. Well, I get in the taxi, put them on, and then I get out the taxi and take them off. So they're just for taxis, really.
Wouldn't it be just easy?
So you can't go out without a taxi?
Wouldn't it be just easier for you to wear flippers?
But I was there when they had the first platform, so I've been there, done it, had the T-shirt.
Have you ever been in a shop, tried a pair of shoes on, and then walked along like you do to see if they're, you know, if you can walk in them, and then thought, I can't walk in them, and gone, yeah, I'll take them.
Yes.
All the time. Do you know what they are, though, don't you? Yeah. They're lying down shoes.
Yes. every lady has a pair of lying down shoes.
We've got to lie down in them.
And now I don't know why I said it in such a high voice, but it's true. And now one woman who makes the most of her heels is classical singer Catherine Jenkins. Now, talking about her battle to be taken seriously as an artist, she commented that life can be tough when you're blessed with good looks. She said it's hard being beautiful. It can work against you. It creates a certain lack of credibility. So is Catherine right to worry about her beauty, or is it just something to be envied?
Well, I don't know. I've never been beautiful, but I can just imagine that if you are beautiful, it's very difficult because you're going to get older quicker, aren't you? Because everybody's going to judge you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you look like us. They're not going to be judged. But the thing is, if you're Catherine Jenkins or Marilyn Monroe and you're exceptional and, you know, you're flawless, every little wrinkle, every bit, every year that comes up, you see it more, surely.
But that's because they've peaked early. You know, we're kind of peaking late. So, you know, a lot of people don't know what we used to look like, which is brilliant. Because, you know, as we get older, people expect you to get old if you're already old. When you're like a young starlet, like, you know, Bridget Bardot was, you know, maybe at 19 or something, people are always going to look at her and think, oh, she doesn't look as good as she used to. Well, of course she doesn't. She's old. But who says that old women can't be beautiful?
Absolutely.
See, the thing is with you, Sherry, you might think you're not beautiful, you've never been beautiful, you're a beautiful person.
Oh.
And that's what counts.
I wasn't joking.
I can kind of understand it in a way because my sister Maureen, who was always considered the really beautiful one out of all the girls, you know, when we were a group and everyone used to come up and go, oh, your sister Maureen's beautiful, you're the pretty one. And for her, I mean, it was great, but it was like, I want to stand out for something more than that, you know, because it was like, oh, Bernie's got a great voice and you move well and this, that, oh, and you're the pretty one.
Do you think that's what Catherine Jenkins is
And also,
meaning?
as she's, yeah, I think that's what Catherine Jenkins means. And also, as Maureen's getting older, the getting older process is affecting her more because she's worried that that's all she's ever been about. So, I mean, I would like to have a little bit of that worry.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? I was pig ugly as a teenager, so I'm just grateful that it's kind of got better as I've grown into my face, as my dad says.
There's still room for growth.
Yeah, there's still room for growth, yeah. Do you know, apparently your nose and ears keep growing. What a hideous thought. We're taking a quick break here, but when we return, which no-go areas mean a